Right, you lot, welcome back to part 6 of this 12-part lyric breakdown series. I'm halfway through breaking down the past, the present, and future. That is actually called the past, the present, the future. And the story behind that is quite funny because I was really going to call the album the past, the present, and future. But then I got Reese to make me the album cover, and he put the past, the present, the future, and apparently the cover art had to match the name of the album. So I had to change the album name just because of Reese. So that just shows his incompetence. But quite ironic considering this. So anyway, today I'm doing a song called If I Have You. Now, a lot of my songs are quite deep, are quite meaningful. There's a lot of very complicated messages. Like, you look at a song like, what's the last album, like Persona, for example, a song like Warn You, Bandage, like, these complex songs that have big feeling. If I Have You was kind of a realisation to me. When I was looking at the song I've done, I'd realise whenever I talk about someone else with a song, with a few exceptions, like I know I did Always Been You, and I think that was about it really. Pretty much 90% of the time, if I'm talking about somebody else in a song, it's a negative song. Whether you got something like, I'll warn you, or I'm degrading this friend for their decisions and this person that they were dating, or like U-turn, where I'm degrading this group of people, or something like Change the Tide, or I'm degrading an ex, or like something like Bandage, where I'm just degrading a toxic, but like they're all like negative, you know what I mean, themes. And I wanted to do a song which was just dedicated to the good people of my life, you know what I mean, a song that was more upbeat, a song that didn't take itself too seriously, and it's one of my most favourite ones because it's really fun. I really like what I was able to do with it, the kind of vibe. So yeah, it's going to be a weird breakdown, I feel like, because this is one of my most corny songs. In a good way. I feel like that was the point. It's meant to be a bit more cheesy, and it's one that I struggle to listen to because it's very of the time as well, but I guess that's why it's in the present section. So let's break it down. Okay, verse 1. Who was there when I was thrown into a pit? Who never joined around for all my strange shit? Who begged that I didn't go into the abyss? Who didn't turn the back of me when everyone did? We've had our fair share of divides. I can't add up, they make them tie. But we always find a way to survive. We've had our lows once or twice, but we've backed trouble with life. But we have that has no price. Yes, this is about these are all like specific friends that the verses are dedicated towards. So I'll try and be a bit vague, but so this person kind of had my back no matter what, and it was like I've done some weird things over the years. Just watch some of my main channel videos from 21, 22, and you'll see. And they never sort of took the back of it and did a lot of things, and like, I feel like the testament of a friendship is not when things are going well. It's about when things are going bad. I feel like when you disagree, when you have argument, or just not even friendship, like relationships, whether that's romantically, platonically, family, like no matter what type, like I think that the real strength of a relationship you see is how they deal with the disagreements, how you deal with the fallouts. You know what I mean? And with this person, we always come out on the other end of the tunnel somehow. No matter how heated it gets in the moment, and you know, it could be struggle, but I feel like that how you deal with conflict really shapes the strength of a relationship, and whether you're able to take accountability for what you've done, but also to see that another person is flawed and to take remorse to that. And this is what that kind of person always did. And I love the kind of, we've had our fair share of divides, I can't add up, you know, like it's a dumb line, but it's kind of clever, isn't it? Because it's like, I always throw one or two, like, kind of lines that I know I'm pushing it. I know I had the, they call me brain, but really I'm clueless line in the last album. And also one where it's like, let me fool you again, like a failed birthday. Like, it's just, that one didn't work, did it? But I think this one works okay. And, like, we help each other and, like, give that advice and... Okay, and the chorus is, I cannot crumble, I cannot collapse, I cannot die if I have you. I will not have thoughts, I won't be lonely, I won't be hopeless if I have you. I don't need love, I don't need thought I have you. I don't need deals, I don't need talk if it means that I don't have you. This is kind of like that. In my opinion, I think your friends might be... Like, you'd say your family are the most important people, but I'd put friends very high up there as well, because I think a lot of the time friend breakups hurt more than romantic breakups a lot of the time, because with romance there's a lot of toxicity, and there's a lot of codependency going on, and usually if two people are breaking up, that they feel in different ways, you know what I mean, because you're together, so you're usually making that decision in vain, and although you're going to be upset about it for a little bit, you're going to understand that you probably did the right thing. Whereas with friendships, it's like, you can't go to this person because you've fallen apart, and it's harder to get it back, I feel like, as well. So, in a lot of senses. So, it's me putting that I value that. Maybe it's hard. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but I feel like that's the tone of the song, and it's meant to be a bit over the top, and I'm saying like, oh, I don't need anything, that you, and like, of course, if you offered me $1 million, actually, that's a good question. How much success would you throw away for friendships? Or, I mean, I think they'd want you to take high amounts, sort of thing. So, okay, verse 2. In my life, you're my biggest critic, always keeping me on my toe. You change me a lot in ways you never know. You have a hard rock shot, often coat. You never know the reality of things, never often exposed. But it means all the more you get close. Really care, but not so you honestly can cut deep. But I work harder to it. I feel like another thing in friendships that's really important is honesty, and not, I guess, dick riding, because then it feels like a master apprentice shit going on. Like, I feel like you got to tell someone when they're wrong, and you got to tell someone when they're messing up, and be upfront with them. And I feel like this person in particular that this verse about was always very good at that, and you always wanted to put the level, but then you had that ability to do it both ways, and it's got to be a two-way thing. I'm not saying that you should just abuse a friend, you know what I mean, and just bully someone, but what I'm saying is that there's got to be a two-way street of you being honest with each other at the things that they're doing wrong, and making that change, and listening. And I think that was a really thing. I don't want sheep, I don't want yes men, I want people who are on my page, on my level, but then also can confront and have confrontation and survive, and have the ability to change a person for the better, which is, I think, what this person did. So I think that is very good. And then the kind of like hard rock shot often closes. It's like, it's hard to get people to open up, because a lot of people are very multi-layered, which is a theme in a lot of our songs, and it's like, you want to take down those barriers, but it means a lot when they actually are showing you that their true faces are true colours, and it means that you're an important person in their life, and you've kind of made that impact. So I think it's about not just, you know, understanding people on a level. It's about trying to find a way to connect on that deeper level, but also being comfortable. Okay, the verse 3, I'm not ready to run into the sunset, I'm not ready to call quits just yet. After every fight, after near death, I hug them to save life. One more throw that in the slump, I had to pull it out there. I'm full, surely. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend it's been crystal clear between me and my friends. We've been like bloody Jesus and his disciples, just 100% perfection from beginning to end. It's not exactly been that easy, but what it's been is we've found a way to survive. We've found a way, and it's kind of the idea of like, when you leave school, a lot of the time you see kind of people just block everyone and just show their true colours, and I feel, actually, I never really cared about any of you. I was just keeping you on board because I had to, because we were in school. But then when you leave school, you really see who the true friends are. And I feel like with my lot, it's like no one really changed after it all went. Of course, maybe there's not as much contact because we're not in the same room every day, same building, I guess, every day for 6 hours, 5 days a week. But nothing's changed. No one's gone out of their way to get rid of anything, and it's just everyone's keeping up and getting on with their life, but also keeping that. So I think that's an important thing. I'm not ready to just throw it all away, and I'm glad none of that happened. So it's kind of like living in the present and just saying that you're not ready for that to happen. Then in the future, it didn't happen. So that's kind of the interesting thing as well with these present or like past songs, is that I can look back at them and see how they aged. And some of them didn't age well, some of them did age well. And I feel like this is one that actually ages better now after we've all left. So yeah, and then the chorus again. So yeah, which I repeat for pretty much a minute at the end. So I feel like that's If I Have You, and it's not the most complex song on the album, and it's not a song that really needs that much, because I think it's an important one. I think it illustrates a lot about the album and kind of the feel of like you're you're growing up, but you're still holding on. There's still people that are important. Although you're going to the next level and next stages and things, they're changing. There's still the things from the past that still remain true in your present. And I think that is the thing of If I Have You. So yeah, that is my lyric breakdown of If I Have You. And the next one I'm doing is Long Ashton, which is a very exciting lyric breakdown because I feel like there's a lot to say with that one. So yeah, I will see you lot soon.